sub-counties in refugee settlements. This one is on 4 block 8. So this is my farmer. She will introduce herself. She might not speak in English, but you can hear the name. Then from there, I'm going to explain how we are using integrated pest management to ensure that they do healthy production of food at household level as reproduced. So, nego, amyote iwachi niza, Sabina Tutu. She says her name is Sabina Tutu, and she's a refugee from South Sudan. She's the owner of the home. We are promoting vegetable production at home garden level. So most of the talking I will do it because we have already trained them on integrated pest management, but I just want to demonstrate how, as a farmer, they are applying the knowledge that we have trained them on their farm. So, integrated pest management is a combination of approaches to manage pests to ensure that the pest population are reduced to manageable level that cannot cause bigger economic injury level at the farmer's household. When we are doing integrated pest management, majorly we have two goals we want to achieve. First of all, we want to produce healthy food that is able to respond to our food requirements. Then also, we ensure that even if we are controlling pests, we mind of the environment, that is the environmental health. So the reason we do integrated pest management, it involves different tactics that the farmer can use to ensure that the pest population remain at a reduced level, that it cannot cause adverse effect to the crop itself and to the environment. So here, this farmer is having 4 plots that she has planted her crops, vegetable crops, the horticultural crops. The arrangement of the plot, this one is measuring 1 meter by 20, and this one the same. All the 4 plots are measuring 1 meter by 20 meters. So the arrangement is number 1, this is the starting plot, and she has put here onions. Onion is put with the tactic of repelling other pests that would come from the neighbor's field from attacking the crops in the garden. This is planted with this is in the local language it's called Utigodi. The English name is Zoot Melo. It is incorporated with this African eggplant. Then in this plot we have the local variety which is liked in this community. So one of it is resistance. It is not majorly affected by pests and diseases because it is adapted to the local condition. That's why she has planted here the local variety of tomato. Then at the extreme end we have onions again. This is the last plot of the garden. It do the same function as the extreme end. One of the principles of IPM is the prevention and suppression of pests. So in prevention and suppression of pest population, we do some of the preventive measures to ensure that we prevent the pests from coming to affect the crops in the garden. And the digging is done through deep cultivation. That is one of the cultural methods of also pest control, because in deep cultivation you are able to expose the eggs and the larvae of the pest that might have remained in the soil from the previous season. Then also here we have done mulching. Mulching helps to suppress weeds. As you can see, the field is weed free. And the second function of mulching also, it helps in water conservation. It maintains moisture in the soil. Sometimes it can rain and it takes almost like 2 weeks. When it has not rained, this garden will still have the moisture that the plant needs for its growth. So when the plant grows with all those conditions in place, it becomes, there is vigorous growth. It strengthens the plant to have the ability to resist some of the pest attack. So as you can see, all the crops, more especially the onion and the tomatoes, are mulched. Also soil and water conservation. When it rains, these trenches that are left in between, one of the functions, it helps in soil and water conservation. So when it rains, all these trenches will be having water that slowly percolate or later infiltrate slowly into the soil, ensuring that the soil is moist for a longer time to give the right growth condition of the crop. This is a dry season here in the north, but as you can see, the crops are doing well because of the management practices. Then also we use the ash. We use the ash. This ash is majorly used in the early stages of the tomato growth. So they sprinkle ash around the plants, and maybe sometimes if it reaches the leaves already, they put in the leaves. So those are the mechanisms that they use to control the pests. In IPM, we employ a lot of methods, and one of them is also ensuring that the crop have enough nutrients that will make it grow to increase the resistance. So we encourage them to make liquid fertilizers. This is a liquid fertilizer. It is made out of the decomposable organic materials like the green, those compounds, the green leaves. So when they make this liquid fertilizer, they can do top dressing so that the crop can take the nutrients that they need for their vigorous growth. These are some of the approaches that this farmer is using to ensure that her crops grow and reduces the effect of pests on the garden. This one is another farmer who has also adopted the principle of integrated pest management. She is called Sande. So Sande is a farmer doing skuma wiki. As you can see, she is having 4 plots of skuma wiki and 1 plot of tomatoes. So Lakot has adopted integrated pest management the cultural way. She has done mulching, though you see due to constant weeding, some of the grasses are not well seen. She also does organic pest control, and the same approach of pest management. Here there is no chemical that is used. She only uses a non-chemical method. The non-chemical method she uses is use of neem. She mixes neem, the same as the onion leaves and hot pepper. So I'm going to demonstrate how it is applied in a ratio of 1:1. That is one of the organic pesticides and 1:1 of water. So we can improvise. This is a natural way of doing things. After mixing it, then you give your leaf. This one is what you do. You just sprinkle. This is top dressing. You sprinkle on the leaf to kill the pest. has that irritating aspect. So this one is so good for organic pest control. It requires constant monitoring so that you can be able to observe whether they are multiplying or not. So if they are multiplying, you are able to see on the leaf. Then this one is tomato, as you can see. Majorly what is used here, this tomato at the early stage she also uses the ash, so the ash, the wood ash, to kill the flies that causes the early blight. So the tomato is healthy because of that spraying. The same pesticide can be used here to control some of the pests that come. Another integrated pest management technique that this farmer is also using, the use of the chicken dropping. She gets the chicken dropping, comes and put them around the leaves. She smears in the leaf, so the chicken, after coming, the chicken smells the dropping and automatically the chicken doesn't affect the leaves. The same applies to the goats. We encourage them to apply the goats dropping on the leaves. That's why you are able to see the leaves are looking healthy, and yet it is near a homestead. Those droppings that you sprinkle, it serves actually two purposes. Like it combines two. One, it is chasing away the chicken as a pest or the goat as a pest. Then two, the chicken dropping and the goat's dropping, they are part of the concoction that we use for making fertilizer. So at the same time, it avoids the pest while improving the fertility of the soil. So it serves two purposes. In conclusion, what I can summarize from these principles or from the farmers that we have seen, number one, integrated pest management is one of the effective means of managing pests. If we follow the principle, one, it requires timeliness. Timeliness comes when you do monitoring. So in all the farms, we realized that the farmers were vigilant, they were monitoring their gardens. So for us to be effective in IPM, we need to be timely in responding to pests. Then secondly, observing the field hygiene. As we observe all the field locations, they have good hygiene and sanitation around, because one of the aspects that have a pest is when we don't maintain good sanitation or good hygiene in and around our crops. Then we realize that in doing this IPM approach that the farmers have adopted, it allows that the system-wide way of ecological balance, because the pest itself, they are not damaged. As you see, the repellent, it cannot affect the pest. It just scare them or repel them away from the garden. The same applies to the organic pesticide. It doesn't kill the pest completely. So in ecological terms, it contributes to the coexistence, the normal functioning, the natural way of functioning of the ecosystem, because there is no way that the ecosystem within this garden is affected by using the repellent and the field sanitation, only that their population is reduced to give time for the crop, for the target crop to grow. So in summary, integrated pest management is effective way of ecological balance in an ecosystem or in our farm.